This week, the smallest town in Nebraska,
Cold War Russia,
and everyone poops.
this is the front page. Welcome to the front page of the show that brings you the top content from the social news website reddit.com. I'm Tyler Slayton.
And I'm Neil Figuracion.
How was your week?
It's been kind of busy.
It was quite the week.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, obviously, in the world.
For sure.
You know, for me, I'm just looking for gainful employment.
Oh, for real?
yeah.
All right.
So,
I got nothing for you.
yeah, that's all right. I'm sure there's stuff in the world, and I'm not unhireable.
That's true. We hired you, so
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
How mad could he be? But there is some other stuff going on during the week, and it was perfectly encapsulated. This is off format. It was perfectly encapsulated in a GIF.
We have a format?
Ish. Yeah. Okay. It was this, which I think is brilliant. Oh, come on. It warms you on the inside.
Pride.
Like, yeah, it's like.
Well, some pride goes down and some pride comes up.
Well, that's the bad pride. We get rid of the bad pride out, and good pride in.
What a complex world we live in.
That can be simply summed up in an 8-bit GIF. That I like this. Someone took art and nerdiness and social issues and
it answers the questions of whether video games can be art.
Absolutely. And this definitely qualifies as art.
I believe it.
All right. But anyway, I think we should get into format.
Sure.
For real this time.
We have a format?
Ish. All right. So, first story of the day. This was submitted by Hufflemeyer.
Hufflemeyer.
We'll go with Hufflemeyer.
Hufflemeyer.
It's got a PH. I don't know. It's either that or Hupphelmeyer. So, I don't know. To the subreddit, Today I learned the town, which is in quotes, of Monowa, Nebraska. Are you familiar?
I've heard of Nebraska.
Yes. I was in a layover in Nebraska once. 4-terminal airport there.
Oh, that's the one with Omaha in it.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's the Omaha airport.
Yes.
I
love Omaha, actually.
Monowi, Nebraska has a population of 1. Elsie Ehler, and in her capacity as mayor, grants herself a liquor license and pays taxes to herself. So this pointed to a Wikipedia article for Monowi, Nebraska. And I guess it started as like a thriving town, but as like cities developed outside of it, everyone just left except for this one couple. And what happened was in 2004, Elsie, we have a picture of Elsie Ehler, which I think it's hilarious. Like her town sign literally says 1. In 2004, her husband died, leaving her as the only remaining resident of Monowi. In this capacity, she acts as mayor, granting herself a liquor license, and paying taxes to herself. So any taxes she pays.
So does she work out of town?
No, she works in the town. She owns a tavern in the town, which apparently people come for miles to go to. But any taxes that or I guess a portion of the taxes goes right back in her own pocket. This is my favorite part. She is required to produce a municipal road plan every year in order to secure state funding for the village's 4 streetlights. Which honestly is really funny, but it's just her. Who's going to... Who needs the streetlights?
Apparently there are enough people coming to that tavern.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They shouldn't be driving afterward, but sure.
Although the village was nearly abandoned, it does have the 5,000 volume Rudys Library. Rudy was her husband, and it's founded and maintained by Elsie.
Rudys Library?
I mean, it's not...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not the...
No,
it's a weird name
really
for a library. Oh, no,
I know.
It's great.
It's just like, this is what my late husband...
Right. Who, I guess, must have been mayor before this?
I think.
The former mayor?
I mean, it's a vote, right? Does she vote for herself?
I think she has to.
Does she have to like
she runs
rent a
uncontested.
voting machine?
That's actually a really good question. No, because that must be run by...
That'd be pretty cool to be your own city.
Yeah. Also, can't she rename the town?
Because she's got the sign already made. I wouldn't rename it.
I don't know. I would spray paint over that. It would be Tylerville from then on.
Oh, if you spell it backwards, it's I-1. Om.
Whoa. Maybe she's in the Illuminati.
I'm just saying.
All right, but good on you. I might have to go visit Elsie's Tavern if I'm ever driving in
road trip,
the
Nebraska.
middle of nowhere. All right, we'll take the show on the road.
Yeah.
And we'll hit up... We're not doing that. I'm not driving to Nebraska.
How far is Nebraska?
Well, once you hit the corn, it's like 8 hours of corn until you get to her bar.
All right.
So,
all
right. Next story. This
That's directions from anywhere. Once you hit the corn, 8 hours of corn.
Pretty much.
Got it.
This is really funny. This is submitted to the subreddit Funny by Master Joran. It's just called. It's a picture and it's called "A Fate Worse Than Hell." It is a Frozen song with the movie Frozen, a songbook that comes with a recorder. Do you remember a recorder?
I mean, it's kind of wind instrument like, yes, but made of plastic.
Yes. Did you never have a recorder?
I never had a recorder.
Oh man. So it was this thing that you got in music class where they scammed I don't even know how much money out of it. It was like $10 or something for 5 cents worth of plastic. And you got to learn music. And I'm pretty sure if you held a gun to my head, I could probably still play Mary Had a Little Lamb on one. Maybe. So I guess I technically learned something, but this is a gift you get if someone has their kid's birthday on a 3-day weekend and you were planning on going out of town or something and you're like, I gotta go to this bullshit. But this is the gift you pick up all right, well, mom and dad, deal with this.
I like the idea of teaching kids music.
Yeah, but could you...
I don't know what a recorder sounds like. Is it awful?
Imagine if a gym teacher's whistle could play notes. That's what it sounds like. You've never even heard a recorder? It's the worst. It's not the best recorder player in the world. Mm-hmm. It sounds like, did you just pick one? Is it broken? What's happening? I don't understand.
So it's 2 steps below or 5 steps below an ocarina.
Yeah, I mean it is because
ocarina sound pretty.
Sure, this is it is a cheap piece of plastic. And it sounds exactly like that. Mm-hmm. But so basically, this is some kid is going to be learning these songs. So playing songs from Frozen, already annoying. Great movie, but I guarantee anybody watching who has kids friggin' hates that movie.
I'm already singing. Yeah.
Yeah. Then they're learning these songs, so playing them poorly on an instrument that no matter how good you play it, everything sounds awful on it. So that is why this got dubbed A Fate Worse Than Hell.
I get it.
So pick that up as a gag gift for
whoever
you hate in your life. All right. We got a video up next. It was submitted to subreddit GIFs. So it was originally a GIF by Ty Karma. Before we even start, 2 things. 1, stop holding your damn phones in portrait mode when you're taking videos. It makes this hard to show. And 2, did these guys' moms shop at the same store? Wouldn't that, you'd be embarrassed if you showed up to something oh, we're wearing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's weird. But
that's kind of, herd mentality.
Yeah, we all got to have the stupid floppy hair and backwards baseball
and
cap.
Skate shoes and...
I can't see it, but I guarantee the bills of the hats still have the sticker on them.
Yeah.
Well. So, which is why I don't feel bad when this happens.
We're recording.
Yeah. Oh! Couldn't have happened more perfectly if he tried. Here, I'll cut this out of that. We'll just keep playing. Just works out in such a perfect way.
Did he just not even see that light?
I feel like he doesn't seem like a responsible person. I don't think he even considered, because he's 16 and immortal, so
Sure.
like we all are when we're at 16.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm gonna do this to impress my friends, and then just dirty pool water.
That is really gross.
He has some sort of infection now that he's gonna need some antibiotics to get rid of it.
Because he kept stepping. He did not even notice that he stepped in that thing.
No, he kept going. There's no way that felt good, like mentally, physically.
For his friends, there's that Schadenfreude thing happening.
Yes, and also all the views this has now.
How many?
It's got like 75,000.
That's decent. That's like what, 70,000 times what we've ever had.
Something like that. Yeah,
or like
yeah.
700.
Why you gotta shit on our show? Just because
I'm not. Watch our show.
Should we maybe throw you in a pool? Is that what?
No, I'm just saying.
All right. I mean, what more can be said? Then I don't feel sorry for that dude at all. 'Cause he's stupid and he did something stupid. So I think,
and we all had a laugh.
Yes, and the universe just sort of went, no, stop it, and took care of that by itself. All right. This next one, it was submitted to the subreddit Mildly Interesting by Snare Man Chops. This is I put in the category of it's funny when it happens to them. Not unlike that last video. But so it is, this men's room has a men's label on the outside, but when viewed when leaving, it appears you walked into the ladies' room. So I couldn't find out where I think it's a restaurant. This restaurant, so you walk into the men's room, and on the back of it, someone has put ladies backwards. So as you're leaving, panic immediately strikes.
I do that mental check with myself because sometimes I accidentally walk into the other room, and not on purpose. It's accidental for sure. But it's that mental check of going, was there a urinal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, there was.
Right.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, I did. Actually,
There was.
this
I
summer?
remember a urinal.
No, it was last summer. Last summer I came about 10 feet from becoming a sex offender because I was at a concert at Tinley Park, whatever they call it now, and so it was really hot, so I'm drinking beer and water like all day. I went to the bathroom like 7 times, and they have 2 like main bathroom areas, and I was going to one the whole time. And the whole time I was like, all 6 times I went, men's room was on the left. For some reason, on the other side, the men's room is on the right. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom, to this other bathroom. And I'm walking, and I am literally 10 feet away from the entrance of this ladies' bathroom where there are presumably underage girls in there. And my friend's like, Tyler? And I was like, what? And she's like, she points up at the sign. I was like, like I was this close to having to go around to all my neighbors and be like, hi, I'm Tyler. I have to tell you something. So if you could just sign this and say it's okay for me to be in your neighborhood.
I won't go to your restroom.
Right. Yeah.
Awkwardly.
It was. I had a mini panic attack and then felt very thankful. I think I bought my friend a beer.
It's good to have someone on your side.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because like a jerk friend would have just been like, oh, I'm gonna let this happen. This is gonna be. Let me get my phone out and film it in portrait mode.
In portrait mode.
Yeah. So that's
landscape people.
Bathroom,
everyone goes landscape.
Bathroom related panic attacks are never fun. All right.
Have you had many bathroom related panic attacks?
I mean, you've never been to like a bathroom at like a social place and like you flush the toilet, the water starts coming up.
Yeah, I've been. Yes.
Yeah. And that you're like, this is the worst moment of my life. It's happening right now. What do I do?
No one likes this.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do that.
Bathroom. It's a very, because you never feel more vulnerable. Like that's why they have locks in the doors. Like you are at your most vulnerable when you're, onesies or twosies.
Yeah.
So
everyone poops.
Everyone does poop. We need to understand that. I'm going to go on a limb here. Say everyone does poop.
Animals poop, bees poop.
Not always in bathrooms, but yeah.
Right.
Right on.
But it's like you're walking the dog, and there's just that look on the dog's face of like,
oh, like it doesn't want you to watch.
Or like
I've never walked a dog before.
Oh, I've done many dogs walked. I've walked many dogs.
Okay.
And there's just that look of like, oh, you could see me.
Like, oh, like I wish I wasn't doing this out in the open. Like,
well, I mean, I may be sort of projecting my feelings there, but like
it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be my preference.
This is you know.
There's way more poop talk than I thought we'd have. When we started this show,
like took a bath in an accidental bath.
Oh, there's poop. There was poop in that water.
I'm sure.
There's no way there wasn't poop in that
like,
water.
Bacteria poop. Yeah.
And now there's poop in his
floppy, primordial ooze.
Weird hair.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I think we can move on. There's what more could we say? This one is so funny. Submitted the subreddit Facepalm, which I didn't even know existed, and I gotta dive down that rabbit hole.
For those of you who don't know what Facepalm is.
There you go. Submitted by McCoyjoin. One of those, or some combination thereof. It says, I'm just going to read the beginning. I'm no vexologist. Do you know what a vexologist is?
Well, it'd have to be someone who understands someone's pain.
No.
Well, getting vexed is like getting annoyed.
No, I like that you tried to like deconstruct the Latin. No, that's not what it means.
Oh, what's a vexologist?
Vexology is the study of flags.
Oh.
Yeah. So you learned something. I learned something while I was...
It was a big flag week, guys.
It was a big flag week. So there was a post on Facebook with an image, and this caption was written under it. No sooner have I crossed into the hashtag South Carolina state line. Also, stop using hashtags on Facebook. Then I look up and see this blowing in the wind 10 feet ahead of me. Quick stop. If you're driving 10 feet behind a car, that's too close. You need to back off. All right. Walmart, Amazon, Sears, and eBay remove hate symbols from their shelves, but it'll be a long time before the people who espouse these values remove those symbols from their personal property. Also, I feel like someone told her to use the word espouse. But so
I say fancy.
So you kind of get an idea of what she's talking about, right?
Maybe.
Poor English is you think? I mean, it's South Carolina, so you kind of understand it.
Yeah.
That's why it's so funny when you realize the image is this. In case you're not aware, because this person wasn't, that is not the Confederate flag. That is the Union flag of England, which this person was proudly displaying on their Jeep. Not a symbol of hate, a symbol of nationality of a country with...
I mean, they were a big empire.
Yeah, sure. And there was a lot of that going on at the time this flag was founded, but I would not call that a symbol.
It is definitely not
for
the...
hate.
Yes.
It's not the big one that we've been talking about this whole week.
I wonder what flag that was.
That would be the Stars and Bars, the name that makes no sense because those aren't bars. That's a cross.
I think it's the drinking that we're talking about.
The what?
Bars?
What?
I have to explain that too much. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, keep going because those are the best kind of jokes. The one that you have to explain. Keep going.
There's stars on it, and everyone.
I was
goes
kidding.
To...
Don't
yeah,
keep
okay.
going. But yeah, I think the lesson here is like maybe get educated and then get angry. Don't do it the other way around, because then you end up looking like an idiot on Facebook. Which some people just do naturally, whether they're angry or educated. But
I mean, idiocy is sort of the natural state of the internet,
right?
People actually,
it's kind of
the natural state of people.
Back when like before Facebook was a big thing, before like most of the internet was on forums, I used to think like
message boards.
Message boards, yeah, there would be hateful stuff, like horrible things that you would never say in public. And I used to think like, oh, it's because they have anonymity. They go under some username, and like that's why and they get out all their frustrations because they're sad people and all that. But I realized like that's not it. I see the same stuff.
You go back 100 years, people are writing stupid things to magazines.
No, I'm saying I always thought the anonymity was the reason. The reason I don't know it because people just like on Facebook will say horrible, ignorant stuff like with their real name right there and their picture, and I can click on it and be like,
so anonymity is not the
this person's
issue.
mom is, or he's friends with his mom, and she could see all this, and like, so anonymity is not the thing. It's just,
well, it's distant.
I don't know what it is.
Some of it's distance. Some of it is like that armchair. I can write a letter to the editor.
Right. Yeah, and you don't recognize them as like a person because they're just
because it's your phone.
Right. Yeah. They're on the other side of the screen. They might as well be a cartoon character. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
I don't remember how we got on that, but I think we made some good points, and I think we should move on.
Get educated.
Yeah, get educated. And stop being like, be angry about the right things. There's things to be angry about. This is not one of them. Okay.
Or, like run around a pool and fall in it.
What did I have net? Oh, this. I want to say, I looked this up. This is 100% real. This is England's slogan for the Women's World Cup in Canada. I'm not sure. This is their official. So this got cleared by a board. Let me just. It was submitted to the subreddit "Crappy Design," which another one that I got to go down that rabbit hole. By Gator, which I think is like a combination jaguar gator, which is that's a cool hybrid animal.
Or it could be the Gator.
Like he's like a Rastafarian gator.
Rastafarian gator.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So this like had to go through a committee. More than one person saw
FIFA's
this.
Pretty big, yes. I mean, I don't know sports,
I don't think
but
I don't know. Oh yeah, the Women's World Cup. That's a FIFA thing, right?
I think.
I've made the mistake of we started talking about sports, something I know nothing about.
I know there should be a comma.
There should definitely a comma would have helped for sure.
I mean, either that or they are trying to bring attention to the event. Maybe the wrong kind of attention?
That's definitely the wrong kind of attention.
That sounds like
also
that does sound like the ad for a glory hole.
Jesus Christ. I was just gonna say, if you don't get it, we're not gonna explain it. But I think
we didn't explain it. I didn't explain it.
I think that explains a lot, mostly about you.
Sure.
But yeah, just like this, you're having a hard time, being hired somewhere. How is that possible? When go work at this whatever this company is. And just having hey, any ideas? And before you print the sign,
just be aware you could misinterpret this.
Right. I wonder if you could turn that
my skill set,
just into a profession, because there's so many of these corporate screw ups where they do something horrible and unintentionally horrible. Can you be a consultant that just goes?
I have the skill of consulting and saying yes. Sorry, go ahead and finish your...
No, so you're going to consult and just approve everything?
No, I would definitely not just approve everything, but I have the skill enough to consult.
Right, yeah. No, you should... That should be I'm putting you on your career path right now. You need to go be a consultant at all these companies.
Guys, here's the unintended double entendre that you never saw.
Yeah, and someone will go, well, wait, are you sure? Yes, no. Everyone... I've been on the internet. I know what this is. You're going to get slammed. But yeah, I think you should turn that into your.
If they hung that in that bathroom, that would be even more awkward.
In the ladies' bathroom,
the men's ladies' bathroom.
That would be a hilarious bathroom.
It would be hilarious. Thank you for your.
I said that
awkwardly grammatically correct.
I hate that the whole.
It's an historical.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's an historical document.
There's something I got educated out, but I'm still angry
about. So this is a historical document.
This is now an historical document of someone's colossal screw up.
It's pretty badass.
All right. We'll stick with something funny. This is submitted to the subreddit Funny by Xtopher P33.
Christopher P.
Oh, Christopher P. Well, why is it X?
Because Chris.
Buh. I hate him. No, he's good. He's a good guy.
Hey, we don't know you.
He submitted something funny. But it's just it's an image, and it's someone has a great sense of humor in this neighborhood. It's one of those when you see it. I think I can blow this up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love the idea. First of all, it looks like a tank went through that wall, not a big old jug of Kool-Aid. But I just love the idea of like someone saw this and went, I have an idea, and ran to like a Staples to get a piece of poster board and like quickly sketched up a Kool-Aid Man. It's like, this is going to be amazing. I just put it up.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Oh my God. But yeah, so someone in this neighborhood definitely has a good sense of humor.
I think we could all stand to have a little more of a sense of humor.
Sure. Is that vandalism technically?
I mean, it's removable.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, I think it might be vandalism, but it's like just taped up.
That should be the statute on vandalism, is if it's hilarious, it doesn't count. Like, you can't be, Your Honor, people laughed. Like, people talked about it on their stupid internet show. How could that possibly be vandalism?
We don't know whose pain we're laughing at.
Yeah, I suppose
Serious.
I suppose something horrible could have happened. We didn't consider that. Someone drove through a wall into a park.
Yeah, full of kids.
So, well, now we're just painting a terrible, evil image that we shouldn't have.
I don't know what happened here.
Right, we don't know the circumstance under which it's happened. We're just going to say...
I'll just assume it was horrible.
A giant jug of Kool-Aid crashed through a wall hilariously.
Oh, yeah.
In an attempt to sell sugar to children. And now he's wanted by the police. And the police have a very good sketch artist.
We would like an APB out on Kool-Aid Man.
Yes. Last seen in strawberry form or cherry. I don't drink Kool-Aid.
Usually cherry.
Cherry.
Cherry was the original flavor.
Let's face it. It's red. Red is the flavor. You don't call Kool-Aid by it's like oh, what kind of Kool-Aid want? You say grape, you say purple.
Okay. But you don't drink it.
Who's the comedian that does those are the ingredients in Kool-Aid? Sugar, water, purple. I think it's a Dave Chappelle thing.
Oh.
All right.
That is a pretty awesome sign next to a pretty awesome hole.
Right. Well, speaking of some nostalgia stuff, did you watch G.I. Joe growing up?
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently so did the Soviets.
One would hope. That's how they learned anything.
Right. There's this thing. It's called. This is submitted to the subreddit Pics by eWind. That was referred to as a LUN, L-U-N, which translates to Harrier. It is a unique Soviet military vehicle, half plane, half ship. So this is, for some reason, the Soviets felt the need to design a giant jet that could also move around on water. And its sole purpose seems to, it carries 6, I don't know, like giant ass deadly missiles. But it's not like I don't think it like holds people. Like it holds like a small crew. So I don't think it's meant to like go out for a long time. So I don't understand. I feel like the only reason this exists is because someone went, I got a cool idea. Like,
it looks pretty badass. I mean, I would live in that thing.
It's definitely cool. It's designed like to look really cool and intimidating.
I don't think a lot of them were made.
No, I think it was just the one. And now it's sitting in some like airplane graveyard in Russia, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It's like,
I'd want to salvage that for steampunk parts if I did steampunk.
It's like, you know how like cartoon, like they would make the toys first and the cartoon after. Yeah. This is like, all right, we're gonna make the toy first and then we'll start the war afterwards. Like, don't worry about it.
It's a cat with like giant ears.
Is the pilot of this?
Yeah,
is what you're saying?
Yeah,
I'd watch that cartoon.
I mean, that's the action figure pilot.
Sure.
Of this, right? With a sword.
Oh wait, you might have been doing a pun. And
no, it wasn't a pun at all.
Oh, no pun. Okay, I thought you meant pilot.
I'm picturing
like first episode,
an action figure of a cat with a sword driving this big vehicle.
Right on. Yeah, but just I don't know. I guess it represents a simpler, well, probably a more complicated time
What?
where you just
When
have
was
an
this,
idea.
when does this date to?
I think it's World War II. I'm not.
What?
I think maybe. I might be totally wrong. It was really hard to find
Like a specific.
like more information on this.
Alright.
Well, no, it must not have been World War. It's Soviet. No, because so it's not World War II. I'm an idiot.
Post World War.
So it must have been like Cold War era.
All right.
Um,
Well, the Cold War was all about making people feel scared.
I get this would be scary. I'd be like, wait, it's a boat plane?
I don't think that anyone ever heard about it.
No,
Or maybe.
I don't know. Apparently, this is very like rare information. This is not like extremely well known. And it also the thing is, it can't land. It can only land in water. It has no landing gear. So it is strictly an air and sea vehicle. Like they're just like
If there was Mad Max set on water, we'd be writing those.
they made that movie. It's called Waterworld. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Shut up. Wait, what?
I was an extra in it.
You're an extra in Waterworld?
I was, yes. I spent a week on that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Where like so
so
explain, go.
So that movie, what the set for that movie sank like 2 or 3 times in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't in Hawaii. I've never been there. But
for the record, if you haven't seen this movie, take The Road Warrior, replace Mel Gibson with Kevin Costner, and put it underwater. That's the whole movie right there. You don't need to see it.
I never seen the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's really awful.
I had an awful time.
All right, but go on. You were in Hawaii?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Because the set sank in Hawaii.
Oh, so they had to move it.
Like more than once it sank in Hawaii. So like they lost their entire set twice.
Jeez.
So they built it outside of a what is it? An outlet mall in Montebello
What?
and Monterey Park, and they just brought in hundreds of extras, and they got us there at like 4 a.m. and painted us with like skin darkening stuff, and like took weird things to our teeth in the morning and dressed us.
The worst.
Yeah, they airbrushed us to look dirty.
But you were wearing like the weird like fish net stuff.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Really,
we each had a costume that we wore, even if we were only going to.
What were they shooting? Anything interesting?
Like big battle scenes and
really?
on the giant set that sank.
I know. I realized that absolutely was not fun, but in my mind, it was totally fun.
I can see that.
Yeah. I'm sure it's boring.
You could see that.
Oh, you're filming the same 30 seconds. Like,
I mean, things got to blow up, and you were, I remember that they had towels dipped in ice water with sea breeze mixed in, so we could stay like not dying from heat.
What is sea breeze?
It's an astringent.
Oh, all right.
So like it just kept our necks cool, but like
sure.
We needed it. It was dreadful.
Well, that sounds brutal, and it was all for a terrible, terrible cause.
We have memories.
That's true.
I don't have many memories.
Many memories of this because you were suffering from heat exhaustion and you have brain damage now. All for a crappy Kevin Costner movie.
I think what minimum wage at the time was $8 or something like that.
All right. Did you get lunch?
Yeah.
All right.
I think there was lunch.
All right, moving on. I don't know why I found that so fascinating because it's an awful movie. Let's see what else we got.
There was a real Mad Max underwater.
This one I thought was kind of fun. This is more Soviet stuff.
That is a big gun-looking thing.
Yeah, it is. It was submitted by to our picks by I Bleed Orange, which I think we featured some of his stuff before. This is Russian Army punishments. So apparently this person did not report with his weapon, and he was issued a replacement. So he had to carry around this thing that looks very heavy because he is not very big all day because he didn't. Same deal with this guy. Did not report without his weapon, so I had to carry this around.
Wow. It also makes you look like an idiot.
It makes you look like an idiot, but what I want to know is who's the guy that like. I get the idea, like, oh, they messed up. Let's make him carry around something heavy because that sucks. But who's the guy that fashioned giant rifles and swords out of wood?
Wait, which army is this?
This is Russia.
Russia. So it sounds like the dunce cap of the Russian army.
This guy was caught smoking on duty.
It says Kent on it.
It does. I don't know what that means.
Cigarette.
This is a great one. This guy was caught using a phone on duty. Yeah, I feel like we should.
Like you know people's sins when they wear them on their backs like that.
Right. I think they should be incorporated into in
real life.
Yes.
Regular life. Yeah.
Like if you send me a work email, and then you call me 2 minutes later and ask if I got the email, you need to carry like a giant wooden thing around for the rest of the day.
I think like if you in traffic, if you don't signal,
yes,
you should have to wear like a giant signal made out of wood.
Giant turn signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that's the way the world should be.
That's pretty awesome. I think we need more signs that we know who the dumb people are that will not.
Yeah, that's true. We used to have a sign for that, and in South Carolina I had to take it down. Oh yes, Mario took it down. All right, we're gonna go. This is our last story of the week.
We have a format?
Ish. This is a pretty cool, positive story. It starts off not cool, but then quickly becomes okay. This is submitted to, as you know, one of my favorite subreddits, Justice Porn, by Animal Hero First Class. Girl Scouts refuse $100,000 because the donor stipulated it couldn't be used to support transgender youth. Yeah, what happened was, back in 2012, the Girl Scouts, they didn't have an official policy towards transgender youth. I don't know if what they changed included adults. Like, I don't know what the leader is called in Girl Scouts. I wasn't in Girl Scouts, obviously. But so some things happened, and they officially changed. It's like, all right, we are inclusive to all girls, despite transgender or no. We welcome all of them. So they changed that in 2012. And they were given a 100,000 donation by someone who is not named in the story, and I'm very disappointed about that. And then the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing happened last month. And just as I don't know, I guess that led the donor to, hey, wait a minute, I donated all that money to that organization that supports this sort of thing. So he writes them a note and says...
You know it's a he?
No, I guess we don't necessarily know that, I assumed. So this person... I don't even want to call him a person.
Do we know it's an individual?
Yes. This person sent them a message and said... I want you to guarantee me that... you know what? I should read the exact quote. Please guarantee that our gift will not be used to support transgender girls. If you can't, please return the money. So the Girl Scout organization heard that, and their response was, Girl Scouts is for every girl, and every girl should have the opportunity to be a Girl Scout if she wants to. So they took the high road and gave him back the money, which would not have been my move.
You would have kept the money?
My move would have been, oh, that's weird. We lost your money. I don't know where it went. My bad. Because
that's why you're not in the Girl Scouts, Tyler.
Because I'm too cutthroat for the Girl Scouts. That's fair. I definitely should not be in charge of an organization that positive.
Maybe.
But
you don't even like pandas.
Going back to episode 1 references. But yeah, so they did this kind of cool thing, and because this guy was a piece of human garbage and decided to he wanted his money back. Sorry, I keep saying his. They wanted their money back. Yeah, and the Girl Scout organization took the higher road. Like, and this was $100,000. It does say in the article that would have sent 500 girls to summer camp, which is awesome. And they did, I guess, technically the right thing. They gave them money back.
500 cis girls, I guess, is what we would say nowadays.
Fair enough. 500 Girl Scouts, I should have said. But yeah, so now they're out $100,000, unfortunately. But they did set up, I want to mention this, they set up an Indiegogo campaign. So if you go to Indiegogo, search Girl Scouts, I assume it'll be the top result. Yeah, but they sort of need that money back, or so there's going to be some very disappointed Girl Scouts. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool of them and pretty.
That's way to take a stand.
Crappy of this person.
If money comes with a price? It's a question. What do you do with that price?
You started that sentence before you had an ending to it, didn't you?
I start every sentence before I have an ending to it.
But yeah, Girl Scouts did the right thing. And I think that's awesome. So if you got a little extra coin, go donate to this Indiegogo campaign. That'd be a cool thing to do. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. I've been Tyler Slayton.
And I'm still Neil Figuracion.
We will see you next time on the front page.